Hey, what is going on, guys? Lewis here, and I got this lobby. This guy was actually pretty cool about it. A lot of people are like, "Why are you quitting?" and trying to make rematches offers, but it's really annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the Harpie Dancer OTK. For those of you who already know how it is and are interested, I will have a deck profile toward the end of the video. There'll be a annotation on screen. Go ahead and click it, and it will take you there. For those of you who are staying, welcome, guys, and we are going to be learning how to Harpie Dancer OTK FTK. So first of all, you know. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And let's draw for turn. What do we get? Alright, cool, we got a field spell. Sweetness. However, I already do have terraforming, so I'm going to go ahead and mallet. Now, essentially, we already have everything because we have Harpie Dancer and we have uh, terraforming. The thing is, I don't like having cards like Blast Fan, Birdman, or the field spell, any of the field spells in my hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and terraform into Divine Wind. Let's send these suckers to grave. Alright, so now that we have Divine Wind and Harpie Dancer. What? Okay, alright, I'm not bugging, you guys see it. That's Harpie Dancer with Monster Reborn. Yeah, the end's been weird. So we activate the effect of Harpie Dancer and we bounce it to the hand. Then we normal summon it again, and we do get the Mist Valley effect. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to special summon Gen X Blast Fan, and Blast Fan's effect activates, allowing you to add Gen X Ally Birdman. This is a really old combo that used to go around. So what you want to do is you want to bounce back your Blast Fan, and you want to special summon your Birdman, and then you start the synchro summoning shenanigans, and you go for your Ancient Fairy Dragon. Now you activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect to pop your field spell, which lets you gain 1,000 life points, which is pretty cool, although you're going to win after this turn anyway. And you add back your field spell. Now you activate it once again. You use Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect to special summon Gen X Blast Fan. Blast Fan's effect activates, allowing you to search for another Birdman. Now what you do is you go ahead and you bounce back your Blast Fan, you special summon your Birdman, and Divine Wind activates again. What you do is you special summon another Blast Fan, Blast Fan's effect activates, and you search for another Birdman. Now what you want to do is you want to synchro summon for another Ancient Fairy Dragon. This is a very repetitive loop in the beginning when you're trying to get your Ancient Fairies out. So we activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect, gain 1,000 life points for popping Divine Wind, and we search for our final Divine Wind. So far, so good, pretty easy. Now you activate Divine Wind, activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect to special summon Gen X Blast Fan. Gen X Blast Fan's effect activates, and since we are out of Birdman, you want to get a Gen X Recycled. Gen X Recycled is used because it is a level 1 machine tuner that can be searched via Blast Fan. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and bounce back your Blast Fan and special summon Birdman, which will trigger Divine Wind once again. Now this time we're going to go for something a little different since, as you can see, we're out of Blast Fans. We're going to go for Stratos. So we special summon Stratos. Stratos' effect activates, and we get to add Elemental Hero Heat. You can also run Lady Heat if you want. The thing is that Heat is a bigger beater, which is a nice thing always. So now we're going to synchro summon with our Stratos and our Birdman, and Birdman does get banished. And that is going to give us a third Ancient Fairy Dragon. Now, once again, like before, we activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect, which allows us to destroy our field spell and add another one. This time we're going to be adding our Rose Garden, or Black Garden, to our hand. And we'll activate that. Now we'll activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect to special summon a monster from our hand, and we'll special summon Gen X Recycled. Black Garden's effect activates, and they get a token. It's supposed to be an attack, but in the interest of time, I'll put it in defense. Okay, so now that we have all these guys, we're going to go ahead and synchro summon with one Ancient Fairy Dragon and Gen X Recycled, and we're going to go ahead and make Gen X Ally Axle. We can activate Gen X Ally Axle's effect so that we can discard one card. I'll discard Gen X Blast Fan, and we can special summon back our Gen X Recycle. For any of the cards, guys, go ahead and pause it, and you guys can go ahead and read the effect. I am recording in 720, so everything should be fine. Okay, so now that we have all that, we can take our 2 Ancient Fairy Dragons and we can overlay them. And that will allow us to get number 42 Starship Galaxy Tomahawk. Now, DN has been having trouble with their OCG pictures, as you can see how I had a Harpie Dancer Monster Reborn, and now I have, blank spaces. So we can activate the effect of Tomahawk, and we can detach 2, and that does give us 2 tokens. However, I did forget that my opponent has gotten tokened. They got token when I special summoned Recycled. The second token is going to be from Axel. I'm going to give them another token from when we special summoned Recycled again. One from Galaxy Tomahawk, and now one from Tomahawk's effect. I do apologize for forgetting about the tokens. I play on Dev Pro, so those things just happen automatic. So that's how their field should look now. So I explained everything. If you do have any questions about it, let me know and I'll just clear it out. I do apologize for that. So now what you're going to want to do, guys, is you're going to want to synchro summon with your Gen X Recycled and your level 6 token to summon the Power Tool Dragon. Now we'll show our opponent 1, 2, 3 symbol of heritage, and we get to add one to our hand. Now don't worry if you drew it already, then you can still go for the power tool. You won't get the effect, but realistically all you need is to have symbol of heritage in your hand. So now what we can do, guys, is we can go ahead and activate symbol of heritage, and since we have 3 Ancient Fairy Dragons, we can special summon one back to our side of the field. Now we can activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect to destroy our Black Garden, and that allows us to add Fusion Gate. Now this is where the OTK comes into play. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate Fusion Gate, and here's our field. So I'm gonna activate the effect of Fusion Gate, and we're gonna target Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird. So we have to get rid of 1 machine and 1 fire monster, like so. Now we can special summon our birdie. Now, Blaze Phoenix's effect is once per turn during your main phase, you can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each card on the field. This card cannot attack during the turn it uses the effect. So, you can set like your spells for added damage, but let's not, just to show the potential. So our opponent has 5 cards, so that's 1,500 points. We also have 5 cards here, that's another 15. Plus we have Fusion Gate and Symbol of Heritage, that's 3,600 altogether. So in the interest of showing you guys what's up, I'm going to go to 8,000 life points, and I'm going to show you guys what's going on. So I activate the effect of Blaze Phoenix. My opponent loses 3,600, now they're at 44. Now I can activate the effect of Fusion Gate one more time, and I can banish Blaze Phoenix, and we can banish Starship Galaxy Tomahawk, because it's a machine. That allows us to summon another Blaze Phoenix. Now Blaze Phoenix will activate its effect another time. This time we do have less cards on our side of the field, so our opponent will only be taking 3,300. And now we can go ahead and activate Fusion Gate again, repeating our process, and that allows us to get out a final Blaze Phoenix for another 3,000 damage, which is pretty nasty. Right there, they lost 36, 33, and 3,000, which is going to tally up to 9,900 damage. We could have done a little more, 600 more if we had set these, but that's not necessary. We just did the complete OTK. It's a really nasty OTK. In terms of consistency, it's extremely consistent because all you need is to draw into Harpie Dancer and you need Divine Wind. You open up with these 2 cards and you win. And I swear, my own Monster Reborn Harpie Dancer is like straight up for the win. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you guys have, let me know in the comment section below. Also, give me a thumbs up. Keep in stored for the deck profile, guys. Hey, what is going on, guys? And we're back, and this is going to be the deck profile section for those of you who don't know the deck and decided to click the annotation. Anyway, you're not that smart. Anyways, so we're playing 2 Elemental Hero, the Heat, 1 Elemental Hero Stratos, 3 Gen X Ally Birdman, 3 Gen X Blast Fan, 2 Gen X Recycled, 3 Harpie Dancer. Do I have a... I don't have a Reborn one anymore. And 2 Summoner Monks. 1 Allure Darkness, 2 Black Ardent, 3 Divine Wind of Mist Valleys, 2 Fusion Gates, 1 Heavy Storm, 2 Magical Mallets, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, 1 Avarice, 2 Dualities, 3 Symbol of Heritage, and 3 Terraformings. For extra deck, we're going to go ahead to 3 Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird, which is your win condition. 1 Elemental Hero, Escuriado, I don't know how to say that thing. The Dark One. 1 Great Tornado, 1 Nova Master, 1 Ignition Beast Volcanin for kicks and giggles, 3 Ancient Fairy Dragons, 1 Gen X Ally Axel, 1 Power Tool Dragon, 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack, and 2 number 42 Starship Galaxy Tomahawks. I do apologize for the 3 Exceeds and Harpie Dancer not having their picture, but DN has had a problem with that, and they got all the TCG cards up, but the OCGs are still there. So let me go and tell you guys about some card choices. You can essentially play 1 Heat and 1 Recycled. I feel like 2 is a little better just because it adds, that, it adds into account the what if factor. Like, what if you get mind crushed, or what if something happens to that card and you really need these cards. They're quite essential to your OTK, so I feel like running 2 is just being on the safe side. I do run 2 Summoner Monks. I never really got it off, but I feel like it's a good card. If you don't open up with Harpie Dancer, you can search for it. You can always discard 1 card, get Harpie Dancer, and then go for your OTK if you already have the field spell. Allure Darkness is pretty cool because you do have 2 Summoner Monks where if you already have a Dancer, it's a dead card, and you do have 2 Recycled, and if you do need the extra draw, you can get rid of one of the Recycled. It's not the end of the world. As long as you have 1 that survives, you're good. I also have Magical Mallet. I am thinking about playing 3 and dropping something like an MST, because the loop doesn't get as good if you open up with like a Blast Fan. If you open up with a Blast Fan, it's like, oh man, I really wish I didn't do that. So it's just to get rid of your Blast Fans, your Birdmans. Those are the cards that you sort of want inside of your deck. Sometimes your Stratos is a good card to have in your deck if you don't have Heat in your hand already, and you just need to put those cards back. Everything else is pretty, self-explanatory. I have, Avarice just in case you don't get like the total OTK. You can go ahead and Avarice, and then you have, something to fall back on, which is always, relatively nice. And that's the same reasoning for, the E heroes over here. You can make them with some of the cards you have. You can make this instead of Bombardment Bird. You can make Draco Sack instead of, Galaxy Tomahawk. So just in case you don't get the complete OTK, it's nice to have some things to fall back on, which is why I have some of the choices that I have. I really feel like this deck is really competitive, and if you take it, you can go pretty far with it. It can survive, one Veiler, Breakthrough Skill, Fiendish Chain, one of those effect negating cards, because you can go for a, like when it's like, let's say they they Baylor your Blaze Phoenix. You can always go for, like Vulcan or Nova Master, something like that. And other than that, it kind of like sucks when you get Veilered. I think I did mention in my video that you can get over the Veiler, but now that I think about it, it's like, wait, you can only run 3 of a card, and it doesn't really work out so well. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me get a thumbs up, and always comment below if you didn't understand anything. I'm willing to go more in depth, in a comment and explain to you, this, that, and the third. Also, if you do have an idea for the deck, like, hey, you should play this, let me know. I'd love to see how it is and how it works out for, the deck and everything else. Anyways, guys, this is Lewis, and I'm signing out. So, later.